Hello and welcome to TrishRockTV and an energy shift, changing energy, shifting perceptions. Our special guest this week is the gorgeous Nikki Zamora. Nikki is the owner of Chasing Beauty Photography, a portrait photographer with a passion for boudoir. Nikki's contagious zest for life and photography helps create an experience for her clients that is fun and memorable. She believes that each person she meets possesses a unique beauty, and her love is capturing it and producing a final product that her clients can really be proud of. Through her photography journey, she has learned her favorite niche is boudoir. Nikki loves to witness her female clients go from the shyness and uncertainty to glowing and blossoming with confidence after having a classy yet sexy session. It is my great pleasure and honor to welcome Nikki to the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you, Trish. Thank you. I'm excited.
Yeah. So, Nikki, I want to talk about your photography, but I just want to say first, and we were just talking about this before, I've been watching you online for quite some time now, and we've been friends online for quite some time. One of the things that I really love about you and your work, and which is why I really wanted you on the show, is your passion behind it. You truly know that all the work that you do is coming from here. Like, you truly want to capture the beauty of not only people that you're taking photographs for, but everything else, nature, animals, even the skies, everything that you do. There's this essence of, you know, that you're behind the camera and you can feel the love going into it.
That makes me very happy. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to portray. So to hear people, I mean, I can never hear that enough, because it empowers me knowing that some people are seeing this, that I'm actually succeeding, you know, to look at something with your eyes, but to capture it in a photo and portray it is, yes. I mean, it is easy for me, but it's difficult sometimes. And it's definitely a passion. It's definitely a passion. I love it.
It absolutely is. And is it something you've had a passion for your whole life, or has it kind of been nurtured over the last few years?
I think that I always loved taking pictures. It wasn't there early on. I mean, it was there, but it wasn't in my hands. So I think that maybe 2011, Damien, my husband, actually won a contest, and the prize was a Nikon camera, and he just gave it to me, and we traveled a lot, and so, and you know, kids, dogs, so I just clicked, and I developed this huge passion for it, and then upgraded, and now I'm a Canon girl. But each camera that I was able to work my way up to, and had more buttons and more neat things to do. And as I took pictures, I realized that candids, you know, when people aren't prepared, or you're getting the natural laugh, are just my favorite part. To try to find that part in somebody that they don't even see, you know, just witnessing that bright look in their eyes when they see that that's my passion. That's what makes it all worth it. So.
Yeah, and you absolutely capture that. And I see, you know, even with some of your work on your website, which we've got here for the links here for people to see. There's a stunning one there of this young girl, just the eyes. I'm like, wow, you know, it really takes an eye for beauty from you to actually capture that. And I just think it's just such a passion, and you just do such beautiful work. And you're living in Mexico now, and the photos that you're producing now are amazing.
I you know, this is I can't believe we just up and moved to Mexico. It's just such a crazy story, and it was such a huge hurdle, one hurdle after another, and still is. It's not a place for a princess, that's for sure. I mean, it's hard living, but it's beautiful living. It's like being on vacation every day. Like the view, the breeze, the sun, the whale. Like I can see whales from my balcony. So you see a lot of pictures from me coming from whales because like I'll make breakfast and run outside, and I have to hurry and take pictures and so it's been fun. The new, all the flora, the new like, palm trees, plants, cactus. There's just so many new things to see. So
wow, that's amazing. And that's the other thing too. You have such a sense of vulnerability in all of your work, and even just what you put online, because you really want other people to experience all the joy that you're experiencing. And I just think it's really beautiful.
Yeah, I want people to see it.
Yeah, it absolutely. Well, you absolutely are capturing it, and so we're kind of living our stuff through you, right?
Perfect.
Nikki, you've got a new passion now with your photography, and you've really niched it into a sector that is perhaps not something that is widely out there. I know it's out there, but it needs to become a little bit more exposed, I guess, in a way. No pun intended. But you're now, tell us about your new niche.
Okay, so the new thing, it's been about a year and a half that I started this niche, and I realized it's so necessary, and it's such a needed thing for women and young women and every age, actually. I have a big age range, and it's boudoir. And I think that the term boudoir, initially people are just, and just clam up and are scared of that. And 100% of every client I have has started out so nervous and so scared. But I have a team of people, and I have people that do makeup. I have people that do hair. I have somebody that's there to help with the outfits. We have our outfit pile, or our kind of like our mobile boudoir lingerie closet. It kind of travels with us depending on, what we're crafting for this type of feel. We'll do an indoor studio day, and we'll do an outdoor studio or outdoor day to get the different ones. And it's kind of like a boot camp almost. And so with all of us and the girls that I bring to this to work, everybody just feels pampered. I've had people come up and, give me to say goodbye. And after, they've got their eyelashes on, they're glowing, and just, grab my hand and say, thank you. You just made me feel beautiful. You made me feel pretty. And I have I have a private Facebook for girls that have been clients or past clients with at work, helping me create all this. And it's a place that's a safe place, girls only type thing. And they can, show off their pictures, or, they can post their pictures in there, and they get so much feedback of how beautiful they are and empowered. And it's just fun to watch them blossom and have that confidence, So so that's my new niche that I've really embraced. I mean, I love portraits. I still love all the other stuff, but I'm really focused on this. It's really rewarding.
Yeah, and I've seen some of the results of it, and some of the photos you've had of yourself, and they really are gorgeous. And I just love this.
Me too.
And I love this because there are women are really now embracing themselves, and all of themselves, not trying to be a carbon copy of someone else.
Yes.
Really saying, I am me, I am unique, and I am beautiful just the way I am. And one thing that always fascinates me about humans is we know that there is nobody like us anywhere, and yet we're always comparing ourselves with someone else.
Right.
So, the photography that you're doing here is really taking that person and, putting them in a unique personal package that is them, but just accentuating them, and really showing them their beauty. And I think it's a really important work, and it changes lives.
It does. It really does. And to witness that firsthand, just rewarding is an understatement. It feels so good. And you know, I have a granddaughter. I have two granddaughters, but my older one, you know, she's just, both of them, I just want them to grow up with that self-esteem, you know? I just love that. I love that. If I can change a little bit of the world like that, I definitely want to try to do it.
Absolutely. And I think for some of the children, it has to start with their parents. They have to be seen. They have to grow up and see other people that are influencing them, you know, being okay with no makeup on, or not being perfect in every way, or supposedly perfect. We are perfect in every way, but it's the role models, I think, that the kids need too, because they're still in an online world where
it's a different world, right?
Yeah. And it's really creating a lot of self-love issues, as it has for generations, but it's really quite pronounced now. So beautiful work. And do you find that you're getting all sorts of ages coming?
Yes. The age range is just, I mean, from early 20s to I think my oldest client is 77.
Wow.
And repeat clients. I get a lot of repeat clients, and they just love that self-esteem boost, and to see themselves. I mean, it's a beautiful thing, and I mean, I can't say enough about it.
I think that's I think it's wonderful. So where do you see this going? Is this something you're going to really be putting all your heart and soul into for the next little while?
Yes. So this year, you know, because I've set out my business plan goals and things like that. I've already got a 2-day boot camp scheduled for Utah in March, the end of March. I'll go again in the fall. And then right now I'm currently under construction in our first floor. I'm turning it into a studio. So I'd really like, and you know, we have a semi-private beach here, so it really opens up a lot of opportunity for me to find different feels, or whatever's inspiring me at the time. I can just kind of go with that, you know, and people get a choice if they want something more intimate, or if they want to, you know, be a lot of sports people, fitness influencers for that, and they like the beach a lot. So it's nice to have both of those dynamics.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit more about the boot camps, Nikki. What are they?
So, like I said, we get a makeup girl. I have a makeup girl. I have a hair girl, and we just how I do it is the girls will show up. It's overlapped about an hour. So you'll have multiple people in the area or the studio at the time. And it's actually more, you would think maybe you'd be more embarrassed or more self-aware, but everybody is there to really empower each other and tell them how pretty they look. And you really notice the difference. I found that this is the best way to get the happiness and the real smiles and the giggles. And when everybody's smiling and giggling during this time, you know, we'll do a 2-day thing. And it's just, it's almost like a boudoir party, if that even makes sense. It's really enjoyable. It's really fun. Yeah, so that's kind of how the boot camp works. That's what I'm refining this year, and I really want to perfect and just keep growing that. So.
Yeah, and I think that's actually, you know, like a whole new experience, rather than just having the the photos, like a photo session in boudoir, to actually have that group session. I think that's brilliant, because it's the whole experience then. It's not just the photos.
It's actually a fun day out or night out. So and I find the girls all want to do it again. They all want to come back. So it just keeps growing slowly. And so that tells me I'm doing something in the right direction.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So what's some advice you can give to men and women, because there are men who are quite shy about their bodies, and men compare each other too.
It's so funny to say that.
Yeah. What's the best advice, or some really great advice you can give to people watching to help them with more self-confidence of who they are and how they look?
Well, I just had a friend land on the balcony. I would actually like to explore something new with this, and I don't know if you've ever heard the term boudoir.
No,
it's for men. It's for men, and initially it was kind of funny. The guys go out, and they were making for gifts for their girlfriends or significant other, and they were dressing up like in girl poses and things like that, and they were so cute. But I actually want to explore that this year. I want to add something like that. But my advice, I think, to definitely not overthink it and just do it. Just do it. I totally understand how it could just be terrifying for some people, but it's really such a easy experience. All you have to do is show up. All you have to do is show up, and we take care of you. And I think after that first initial doing that, you're kind of addicted. You want to do them again, or like you have more ideas, or you see outfits and you're like, oh, I want to do this one, or it really sparks the creativity. And it's really only scary that first initial step before you get there. So and it's
so
not. I think the word's just scary.
Well, and the thing is that we see ourselves in the mirror differently to what you're capturing on camera. And I think that is really important. And when someone can see how somebody else sees them, it's it changes their perception of themselves. Because I mean, we mostly look terrible in a mirror that's stuck in a bedroom somewhere, right? It doesn't matter who you are. So capturing that actual, this is how you really look. And because you've got such a passion and such love for it, you capture the essence of them. And so for them to see that, then of course they're wanting to do it again. They're like, wow, do I really look like that? That's amazing.
Yeah, with no filters. Like, I know that people are very addicted to those filters because they're so forgiving. I mean, we can get on Snapchat with no makeup on, no hair done, and look like a cute little bunny, or sexy eyelashes. But I think that seeing yourself without that conditioning also is a big reminder to love yourself and your body, and that you are beautiful. Everybody's beautiful and uniquely in their own way, and that's what I'm here to do. Try to bring that out.
Oh, well, you do such a beautiful job with it. It's just amazing. As I said, your work, every time I see something, even photos of your beautiful dog or your family, or, anything, even when you're taking photos of the sky and everything, I can just see something different because you've pointed it out through your photography. It's just incredible, and not everybody has that eye. I mean, there are a lot of people taking photos, but not everybody captures something, and it really does make a difference in photography. So I just think it's so beautiful that you're expressing your passion that way. And one of the reasons that I started this TV show was so that people could really come on and explain why they do what they do. And ultimately, we've all got something that we love doing, but we're often too scared to express it because it's, not normal, or it's not, the typical business, or it's not what their parents want, or, whatever the reason is.
Right. Yeah, it's awkward sometimes when people ask me what I do. It's like, okay, how do I explain this? So they're not like.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, to really step into that and have the confidence to do it, I just really take my hat off to you and everyone else out there who's doing it, because that's the essence of us here, is to really be ourselves and express it in what brings us joy. And that happens in all different ways. It's different for everybody.
Yes. Yeah. And if we're lucky enough to find it, so I had to explore several things to know that this is what I loved. I didn't know that I would love this, and I was nervous at first, even to step into this territory, but I quickly just fell in love with it. So.
Yes. Yeah, that is it as well, isn't it? Having the courage to actually step into it. Yes. Yeah. So, very inspiring. So if people want to check out your work, they can look at the website here. I've got it across the screen. It's nikkizamora.blog.
Yes. Yes. Actually, I would go to Facebook, Instagram, and chasingbeautyphotography.com. But it's currently it'll be done in about a week. So I just was refining, because I'm shifting from families and things like that, and the outdoor photography, and I'm shifting into boudoir. I just, part of the New Year resolution, vision board, all that, I'm re-upping my website. So yeah, it's chasingbeautyphotography.com.
Oh,
or
perfect.
Chasing Beauty Cabo on Instagram. I share a lot of stuff on there.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Well, I'll have all those links in the description. So, and if people want to book photography sessions with you, they just can go there and connect with you online.
Yes. Yep. And I'm pretty quick. I'm usually pretty quick to get back to any messages that come in through social media or if they email or anything. So, and my number's pretty much printed on everything. So.
And Nikki, you travel around quite a bit, don't you? So
I do.
People aren't restricted to kind of just coming to Mexico. I mean, they could get in contact with you and find out where you're going to be, and that it might just kind of match up with where they are.
Absolutely. I do travel a lot. It gets actually a bit exhausting sometimes, but yes, I'm in California, often Utah. I'm in Cabo. We just got back from Costa Rica. I mean, so we're just all over the place. So, and whenever if somebody inquires, I can usually work it out pretty well within a month or two. So if it's far away, sorry, mosquito.
Absolutely. And for anybody in the area, or even a few hours away, going to one of your boot camps would be well worth it. What a fantastic day. It sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's fun. You should come do one, or I should come there.
You need to visit Australia.
Yeah, I haven't been to Australia yet. It's on the list.
Perfect. Yeah, you definitely need to come. There will definitely be a lot of women here that would love to come to one of those workshops, because I don't think there's anything. Yeah, I don't think there's anything like it here. There is boudoir photography, but as far as a workshop, I don't, like a boot camp, I don't think so. So
yeah,
well, not that I know of anyway. So that's fun.
Fairly new. It's fairly new.
Yeah. So I look forward to seeing the what did you call the one with the men?
Boudoir. Boudoir.
I'm looking forward to seeing photos.
It should be pretty fun. I'm excited about it, actually.
I'm picturing a calendar, actually. You could make a calendar.
Yeah. That's a great idea, actually.
A boudoir calendar. That's funny. Oh, perfect. Oh, it's been such a pleasure having you on the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you're just such a shining light. And as I said, your photography is just exquisite, and you couldn't really see the passion in it. And look, for anybody watching, if you are a budding photographer, or you love what you do, go and check out Nikki's work, because you can, I don't know, just feel the difference. It's not seeing it, like you can feel the difference, and that really is what I'd like to compare it to singing, actually. You know, you get singers and then you get singers that feel the song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
totally,
there's a difference.
I understand that completely. That's a great way of putting it. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. And that really is an element that speaks to people. So yeah, it's just beautiful. Oh, we've got visitors too. My dog's about to go off.
Yeah, I got lucky. I've got 4 dogs myself. I was waiting for it.
Well, thank you. And for everyone listening, please go and check out Nikki's work and connect with her if you're in her area there, or, you know, connect with her anyway, because you will really get some fantastic experiences on social media from Nikki's photography. Oh, such a blessing. Oh, beautiful. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you next time on Trish Rock TV. Bye for now.